have you taken your expertise as a boxer to personally train a competitive boxer in your recent years as a gym owner?
Yeah, 100%. I've trained, I've cornered fighters.
Mm.
We've been at several competitions in the past. We've done reasonably very well, actually. That is definitely a part of it, you know. It's not my main focus, as my thing is providing boxing and fitness towards a mass, like just to anybody that wants to learn, who wants to get the benefits of it.
Right.
You know, competition is a different thing, but if you're willing to put in that work and do the work, yeah, 100%.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is Stefan Boyd.
Welcome to CooLife Podcast, brought to you by therealthingdating.com. www.therealthingdating.com.
Polydor Records for out scouting. This girl grabbed my bangs and ran my head right into the speaker.
Oh,
And everyone here like this, yeah.
When we shot the scene in Good Will Hunting, I didn't know who most of these people were at the time. I mean, they weren't stars. It was Gus Van Sant that directed it. Gus Van Sant was on the floor with Matt Damon's character. I didn't even know who Matt Damon was at that time.
I'm Eva John. I'm a former candidate for local government. I was a children's television entertainer, and I love this world, and I believe we should take care of each other and have a lot of fun along the way. Welcome to CooLife. Here we go. And welcome to CooLife Podcast. I'm Eva John, and today we are continuing with part 2 of my conversation with Stephan Boyd, Canadian middleweight boxing champion. He is the owner of RINGFIT Boxing in Toronto. Stephan, welcome. Can you tell me, what is the website for RINGFIT?
Our website is www.ringfitboxing.com.
Thank you. And Stephan, do you need to train a woman member differently than you need to train a male member at your boxing gym?
I don't specifically know. I mean, you know, we're people. You know what I mean? No, I don't really differentiate between men or women. We all do the same thing. We all learn the same things, and we all do the same things.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, I don't see differences like that, you know?
Right. That is very good to know then, when a male or female
You know,
member signs up.
some women can do 10, 12 push-ups, some men can do three, you know?
Right.
Some men can do 10, some women can do three, right? It's where are you? You know, it's what is your capacity? That's what I'm focused on, is what is your capacity?
Right. And so in general, how long does it take to experience improved fitness from the time that someone signs up as a new member to the point where you can actually see that change?
Well, that's going to depend on a few variables, such as the frequency. How many times are you coming in? You know, I get kids coming in, they come in to learn boxing. They've come once a week or once every 2 weeks for 3 months. And they're telling their friends, oh, I've been boxing for 3 months.
Mhm. Right.
Oh, you've been boxing for 4 classes out of 3 months. So, you know what I mean? You haven't been boxing for 3 months. But see, it's all how people associate time and intensity, right?
Right.
You know, so that's what it is. If you're coming frequently, if you're coming 3, 4, 5 times a week, yeah, you can see a noticeable difference within, even still, I'm going to say 5 to 6 weeks. It doesn't happen overnight. The body takes time, but everybody will improve, you know?
That's great. So 5 or 6 weeks of
Yeah, if you're coming, yeah, you'll see for sure. You'll notice some improvement.
that's a nice timetable.
Yeah, it also helps if they're doing some stuff on their own as well, you know?
Right.
Like I said, you know, to me, health it's a holistic thing. It's you're putting all your actions towards something. You know, you want to get fitter, you want to get stronger, you want to be healthier, right?
Right. Yeah, I get that. Now, right now, we're taking a break to talk about our sponsors and supporters. We'll be back. Please remember to send your comments to info@CooLifeWorld.com. That's info@COOLIFE world.com. And we'll read your comments on a future show. Right now, we'll take a break to talk about our sponsors and supporters, and we'll be back on Cool Life Podcast. RingFitBoxing.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is STEPHAN BOYD.
At RingFit again, we're teaching real boxing. We're teaching techniques that I've used, that other boxers have used. We're teaching techniques that have been passed down to me from my trainer. If they've worked for me, you know, they'll work for whomever. In fact, we've had actual competitive boxers from RingFit, just whom started off taking classes and have competed and won.
Call 647-347-7063. RingFitBoxing.com. Car reviews, safety tips, electric vehicle updates. The Driver Magazine online. www.thedriver.ca. The world's view of driving today. Those lonely days of lockdowns and isolation are gone for good. Go to www.therealthingdating.com. That's www.therealthingdating.com. It's time to share. Share your time, share your life, share your love. www.therealthingdating.com. Join for free. Upgrade at any time, starting at just $5.99 a month. www.therealthingdating.com. Because it's time. You're listening to the Cool Life Podcast. We'll be back in 3, 2, 1. And we are back on Cool Life Podcast. I'm Eva John, continuing my conversation with Stephan BOYD, Canadian middleweight boxing champion and owner of RingFit Boxing Gym. Stephan, I think we've all seen those powders, those workout recovery powders that pretty strong athletes, you see them in Walmart, that big jug tucked under their arm. Do those recovery drinks, do those powders, do they really help? Do they help with training and fitness?
I really couldn't say per se, you know what I mean? Like I haven't tested them. I'm not a scientist, you know. But yeah, I'm sure they have some benefits, you know, to some of them, you know. I don't know. I don't really personally take any supplements or anything like that, but that's not my goal, is to be a muscle person. Do you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I mean, I'm sure some of the supplements and vitamins and stuff will help your body. It makes sense to me, you know.
Okay. Good to know for all of us who think, okay, well, I bought my gym equipment, I got my sneakers, and
Yeah.
I better go get that big jug of powder and
Yeah.
start mixing.
Again, I don't think just that's it. Like that's not the end all. I take the powder and sit at home, and yeah, you're gonna get. But you know what I mean? I don't think it hurts. Me, perhaps it helps to some extent, you know. But Yeah, there's a lot of things that are just for sales too, right?
Right.
People want to spend money on whatever they think can help them. So.
So you don't necessarily need those. So
I'm not saying, well, I don't think so. And then maybe they don't hurt. I'm sure they don't hurt either. So.
right. Now, an average young adult who's interested in their fitness through your boxing gym, can they go from being just an interested fitness enthusiast to an actual competitive boxer from the training that they would receive?
Yeah, 100%. At RingFit again, we're teaching real boxing. We're
Mm,
teaching techniques that I've used, that other boxers have used, that we're teaching techniques that have been passed down to me from my trainer. If they've worked for me, they'll work
right.
for whomever. In fact, we've had actual competitive boxers from RingFit, just whom started off taking classes and have just been to the intro classes and fundamental classes and have competed and won.
Wow.
Yeah, um, different competition. So yeah, 100%. You could.
Amazing. It's good to know that they really can take that drive and focus a step further. Amazing.
Hmm.
Now, right now, we're taking a break to talk about our sponsors and supporters. We'll be back with more Ring Fit Boxing Talk with Stephan Boyd on Cool Life Podcast. RingFitBoxing.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is STEPHAN BOYD.
At RingFit again, we're teaching real boxing. We're teaching techniques that I've used, that other boxers have used. We're teaching techniques that have been passed down to me from my training. If they've worked for me, they'll work for whomever. In fact, we've had actual competitive boxers from RingFit, just whom started off taking classes and have competed and won.
Call 647-347-7063. RingFitBoxing.com. Car reviews, safety tips, electric vehicle updates. The Driver Magazine online. www.thedriver.ca. The world's view of driving today. Those lonely days of lockdowns and isolation are gone for good. Go to www.therealthingdating.com. That's www.therealthingdating.com. It's time to share. Share your time, share your life, share your love. www.therealthingdating.com. Join for free. Upgrade at any time, starting at just $5.99 a month. www.therealthingdating.com. Because it's time. This is CooLife Podcast. Please remember to subscribe to CooLife on your streaming service and on YouTube as Hellenique Today. That's HELENIQUE Today. Because that helps us to bring more cool stuff to your ears. You're listening to the CooLife Podcast. We'll be right back. And we're back on CooLife Podcast, continuing our conversation with Stephan Boyd, Canadian middleweight boxing champion. Now, as an experienced boxer, have you taken your expertise as a boxer to personally train a competitive boxer in your recent years as a gym owner?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, yeah, I've trained, I've cornered fighters.
Mm.
We've been at several competitions in the past. Yeah, and we've done reasonably very well actually as well. So that is definitely a part of it, you know. It's not my main focus, as my thing is providing boxing and fitness towards a mass, like just to anybody that wants to learn, who wants to get the benefits of it.
Right.
You know, competition is a different thing, but if you're willing to put in that work and do the work, yeah, 100%. And yeah, we have had, like I said, we have had several fighters, and all done very well.
As a competitive boxer, you had the opportunity to travel all over the world, and that was just through the opportunities that boxing presented for you. Can you share with us some of the places in the world that you've been able to travel to with boxing?
Um, yeah, I've been to a couple, some different countries, not like all over the world. You know, I've been to Jamaica. I fought for Jamaica and in Jamaica. I fought in Mexico, United States, all over the United States, Czech Republic.
Mm.
Um, and I think those are all the places I have fought. I went to Japan maybe just on a once on a layover.
Oh,
Yeah, but no, I've never competed in Japan.
okay.
I would love. I want to go to Japan. I will go, but no, never for boxing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's still quite a diverse number of countries and places in the world to visit, doing something you love. So that's a terrific opportunity. Have you been to Mexico?
I
To
have, yeah, but
Oh, right, you said you box there,
one was for a fight,
right?
Tijuana, for the
Mhm,
Olympic trials.
mhm,
And once I went to Cancun on a trip vacation, but it was very short, but it was lovely, you know.
right,
But it was very short, and I think those were the only two times I've been.
right. Well, going for Olympic trials, I'm sure you were pretty focused when you were there in Tijuana.
Mhm.
Maybe that's, what you're saying, but
Yeah.
actually, and can you tell me, after all of that travel and seeing different places in the world, do you have a favorite place in the world that your boxing has brought you to in the past?
No, not through boxing. I can't. I should probably be able to pull something and say something, but no favorites. No favorites. You know, I'm always ready to come home. You
Um,
know, if I'm boxing somewhere I fight, it's great. You know, but coming back to Toronto, coming home is always my favorite. Right.
right, right. I certainly understand that. There
Mhm.
really is no place like home.
Yeah, and boxing, you're there for work. You're there to do a job, and you know.
Well, with that, we've come to the end of this portion of my conversation with Stephan Boyd. Keep an eye out for my conversation with Stephan Boyd coming up. In the meantime, it was a pleasure. Stephan, can I ask you once again to state your website?
RingFitBoxing.com.
Thank you very much. Until next time, I'm Eva John for Cool Life Podcast. Bye. And that was our show. Thank you for listening to the very end. Please remember to subscribe through your streaming service to get more access to our guest interviews. Also, please subscribe on YouTube to help support our podcast. Until next time, I'm Eva John for Cool Life Podcast. Thank you for turning me on.